It's time to show you what a level 4 can do. I've only got a machete and some jeans on, but my naked powers are gonna show this bear what's up. Come at me, bear! Whoa! Whoa! Ah, this is a bad decision! Ah, you're gonna fucking one hit me! Ah! Ah! Yes, I got you! Wait, whoa. Oh my god, there's two! Oh my god! No. Okay, for the motherland! Ugh. Yes, thank you! Can't hit this! Oh, he got me! Oh, that's bad! Come on, I can win this! I believe in myself! Oh no! Oh, half health! No, this is not going well! Ugh. Yes, level up! And hello there, and this is Kingoftryinit. Always trying to give you the tips and tricks, everything that you need to survive tomorrow online survival. I'm going to start for taking off my armor because we're going to be talking about radiation today and how to best work out that radiation. Each zone has its own radiation level, and the best way to find out its radiation is to go somewhere completely naked and see how much it takes off you. So as you can see here, it started with 2, then I went to 7, now I've gone to 11. So I'm assuming it's about 4 maybe. So I'll put down 2 for the belt. That should only go up to 21 now. There we go. So if we have maybe, oh wait, we're in 24, so maybe it's 3. Maybe it's 3. So let's try, so the boots is 2. So if we put these 2 on now, we've got 4 radiation. That shouldn't go up at all unless it goes up by 1. Yeah, it's gone up by 1. So that means this area here is radiation 5. So yeah, if you want to come to this particular zone right here, it's radiation 5 that you need. You can definitely get a lot of basic armor to get to radiation 5. Radiation 5 is not very hard to get to for defense wise, so that's gonna easily take care of you. So yeah, awesome. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so I just want to show you the location. So it's just right here, that location I just did. I'll put a number there to show you the radiation defense you need to survive it. Okay, welcome to the next radiation spot. So this is like the second spot. This spot, radiation isn't very strong. The loot's not very good here, but it's still a radiation spot, and that's what we're talking about today. So at the moment you can see that I'm not taking any radiation whatsoever at the moment because my radiation is actually quite high because I'm wearing a chest, leg and boots, which if I can remember gives me a really big total of 13, and that's including the belt and everything. So we're going to start taking some of this stuff off and working out the amount of this zone. Okay, so let's see. A1. Okay, so if it's 1 radiation and we've got 4, that means that this location also is 5 radiation defense. So if you've got 5 radiation defense, which I believe is just a cap, t-shirt, jeans and some trainers or sneakers, you'll be fine to run in these a few areas and won't worry about the radiation whatsoever. So if I drop on that shirt now, no radiation at all. Actually, if anything, it starts to go down. Let's head over to the next one. Okay, so this is the next area. Obviously this place is covered with bears normally, but obviously after you've cleared it, there's a radiation in this zone. So in terms of radiation in this zone, let me just loot these things really quickly actually. Hey, another place to get saws. Saw blades. What we got? Okay, so let's see about the radiation levels for this area. So hopefully okay, so we'll take off the chest first. I don't think we're feeling anything. Oh, here we go. 1, 4. So that means we're getting 3 radiation. So 7. Interesting. So if I throw this shirt on, that gives me 2. It puts me to 9. I should only take 1. It should only go up by 1 now. There we go, 12. So that means that this zone here is radiation 10. So if you have plus 10 radiation, to be honest, to get plus 10 radiation, normal level 1 or level 0 gear is not going to be enough anymore. You're going to need to at least get wood armor, and that will take care of you. All right, so this is the next location here. I'm gonna mark it, and yeah, this is a spot that's really weird actually, because the bears are the most dangerous part of this. The radiation's not, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Right, so this zone's very special because you can have really high radiation defense and still take radiation. And if you stand by the barrels, even at, I think I've got like what, 16 or 12 radiation defense, it will still go up if I stand directly right next to it, which is kind of cool. Attention to detail, that's really awesome. But I can see you can have very low radiation defense and actually stand in this place, as long as you don't stand next to the radiation barrels themselves. So if you do want to get the loot down here or come down here, then feel free, just staying away from the radiation things. So as you see there, my radiation went up a bit because I was standing right next to that those barrels, and now it's continuing to drop again. Do you see? So it's only if you stand next to it, and then when you stand next to it, I believe it goes up to 10 or 11, or it becomes a 10 or 11 radiation zone, something like that. But seriously, just stay away from it. Like, you won't even have any issues. But to stand in this area, like, legit, because you do still take radiation, because when it says radiation zone, that means there is still literally radiation in this spot. So we'll go to like 2 radiation now. There we go. The radiation is now going up by 3, 6. So it's a radiation 5 zone. But when you stand near the barrels, it goes up to like 10 or 11, something like that. So just be careful, have 5 radiation defense, which, you know, you can have basic armor for that, and then, you know, just fight carefully when fighting the barrels, and you should be absolutely fine. So yeah. Alright, so as you can see, I'm standing in here now, and I'm going up 2 radiation. So just to give you an accurate number, what the radiation is, it's actually 15. So if you want to stand in it, I'm not sure why you'd want to, you need 15 radiation defense. Okay, so I believe in Green Forest, this is the final radiation spot, the most common one. It's also the location for chemicals. Now, this area's radiation is definitely above 13. If I had the helmet and put me to 15, I'd be fine. I'm only taking 2, so it is a 15 radiation spot. It is the highest radiation area in the game. I'm just in the drink now, or the radiation stuff, to see if it increases. It doesn't seem like it increases whatsoever. So, and I always used to believe that the radiation water itself would actually increase it, which is why the last location was just in with the bears, why that threw me, because I thought, well, if I'm in the, you know, the radiation water itself, it should be higher. So yeah, to answer your question, for this location here, it's 15. All right, so get 15 radiation defense, which you'll probably need a mix of a few armors with wood armor, stuff like that. That will allow you to explore this bit with ease and not to worry about any radiation whatsoever. Okay, welcome to Kairi. I might just ask Kingoftryinit how to pronounce it, but basically this is the next zone, or the second zone, and the radiation rads go high for this zone. Okay, unless you've got the highest armor in the game, there's going to be a lot of spots here you're not going to be able to survive. So as you can see, my rads are now going up by 4, I believe, and I'm on 16. So this is a radiation 20. Okay, if you've got 20 radiation defense, you'll be fine. Full mercenary armor will not protect you in this. You will have to get some other bits of armor to help you resist it. Alright, so we're at the next location. Now, this next location is a location where the radiation is so damn high, even with the best armor in the game, you're not going to be able to resist this. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So in full mercenary, it will take 9 every time. and it's not good. Well, actually no, I'm not in full mercenary, I take that back. I'm actually in a mix between junk and mercenary. So I'm at 16 rads, but it's going up by 9, which means this area ends up being 25, I believe. I hope my maths isn't terrible there. So you need 25 rad defense, and 25 rad defense doesn't exist. I believe it goes up to 22 maximum. That's the highest you can go, period. After that, you have to start taking radiation pills or items to help you resist it, which I do here. And yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to survive. But having the highest level armor in the game allows you to run in and out of here without having to use the pills, because 30 radiation doesn't really damage you. It's fine, so there's nothing really much to worry about. So yeah, if you have the highest armor in your farm in this particular zone, best to get the highest armor first, so you don't have to keep using pills, because the pills will highly Okay, so we are at one of the, well, they're both the high toxic areas, but this area is the same as well. This is also another 25, but this zone is way more dangerous because there are toxic lizards everywhere and it's annoying. So yeah, this area here, if you want to come into here, is also another 25 radiation. If you have the highest armor in the game, it will make it a lot less. But to be honest, you're in here for so long, the armor just won't be enough, because you'll have to spend time either shooting or killing these things first, which you could do from a distance and you'll have no issue doing whatsoever. But to be honest, whoa, whoa, I didn't think it could come up here. It can't come up here, right? Okay, good. It can't come up here. That's getting the crap out of me. But as you can see, the radiation increases, and it's just awkward as well if you want to melee them. If you're out of range or you're trying to save your ranged weapons, it's just not ideal. So, and obviously if you're getting hit by radiation and poison at the same time, it's just not good. Oh crap, I'm gonna die, oh my god, quick thinking, free health, no, oh, that was close. Oh, at the moment, this is one of the best areas to get it. So yeah, this is about radiation. 25 is what you get from this bit. Now let's talk about radiation, since we've shown you all the areas and all the numbers. The radiation only takes a certain amount at certain levels. At 100 radiation, I think it takes maybe 5 per second. But when it gets about 50, it's only taking 2 to 3 per second. When it's at 30, it's only taking 1 every once in a while, nearly a second, or every 2 to something seconds. 20 radiation, 1 very slowly, vice versa. So to be honest, the radiation to really be worried about is about 50 and 100, or anything above 50. And obviously if you're at 100, then it's something that if you're leaving the zone, you need to do so as soon as possible, or have something ready to clear it. If you're at radiation 30 and you've got loads of heals and stuff like that, I think you'll be fine for it to naturally drop down. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so we got all the items here for everything that lowers radiation. Let's shoot through them. Water only does 1 radiation. You know, you can drink that. Mushrooms, again, another 1 radiation, but 20 stack of it might help out. This one's great because it does poison, so it'd be great for the toxic lizards in the second zone. Also does 1 radiation. Then we go into the 2 radiations there with herbs, which I believe goes to 30. Actually, I think it tells me where it stacks up to. Oh, it does. There we go, 20 then. I didn't even see that stackable mark. So yeah, this stacks to 20. Could be helpful, really awesome. Sweet corn is beautiful, and this is what you're going to be using sweet corn for. It's 100 stack, and it has 3 radiation minus. That means you can take away 300 radiation. That is absolutely amazing. However, the big danger of this is if you die, you lose these. There's a big chance you'll lose the whole stack of that. So beware of that. Then you got canned beans, which does 5 radiation, stack of 20 again as well. So you know that's pretty damn helpful. It does really big health. No, it does big food hit. Health is 5, which could be better. I think it should be 10. Then we got the radiation for the medikit, which is 15. That takes away 15. That's pretty damn good. 75 heal and 30 poison. So you don't really want to use that for radiation, but if you're in a desperate situation, you happen to have one, why not? This I cannot stress enough, because I believe you get these for free. Do not use these for radiation. Use these for PvP. All right, it gives you 300 armor for 60 seconds. This is a PvP thing. 100 heals. Unless you're on 1 health, that's the best way you're ever going to get the best out of it. Otherwise, to be honest, you're going to have to use it on 5 or 10 and not be risky, because if you risk losing all your health to maximize on it, you might die. So yeah, this thing, don't use it for radiation, but it does do 20. And the best radiation thing in the game, obviously, radiation 35, takes away 5 water, but gives you 10 plus radiation for 30 seconds. Now, that bit on the right, what that means is basically is if your radiation is 15, for example, and you add this radiation to it, it will make it to 25, which makes you immune to all radiation in the entire game, because the highest radiation zones are 25, but the max you can get in the highest armor is 22. So if you don't have the highest radiation armor in the game, then your other option is to make it to 15 radiation and then pop the pills. So yeah, that's it really. So that is the radiation stuff. I hope it all made sense and I was really clear and I've helped you out. Whatever the radiation is taken away from you, basically, just that's how much more radiation you need to increase. So if it's taken away 2, then you add 2 more radiation armor. It's just that simple. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is Kingoftryinit, always trying it. I hope I haven't made this too long. Some things are just more deeper to explain. Maybe in the future I'll make a super quick, shorter version of this. Anyways, this is Kingoftryinit, always trying it. I'm out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.